Some of my pincushion jars sold out really fast, and I don't know if that was because they were available to buy, or I suspect more likely it began because I made that video about pincushion jars. Because my website doesn't send out updates every time a new product goes up and is available for sale. It's not like Etsy, where I think if you put up new items, it'll flag up to people who follow you that, oh, look, there's new items available to buy. So I might have to keep doing regular little updates like this just to say, hey, there's some new stock in store. But I'm always adding. So, like the day after I had packaged up and sent the orders that I had, I was already adding new things. And then I got to thinking, well, if crafters' jars with pincushions in them is a popular idea, if I'm going to go off the sales I've had so far, why don't I just turn some of my candle jars into pincushion crafter jars? So that's what I've done. I've started pulling off some of the candle jars that I've already got for sale in my store that haven't sold, and I'm working on them to turn them into crafter jars. So basically I am just adding the pincushion, either if it's like one of the jars with the big lids, I'm putting it on the inside. If it's a smaller one, I'm putting it on the top of a screw lid. So I've been just pulling out a few and seeing if that helps those sell, because if that's all I need to do to push stuff that hasn't sold, maybe that's the way forward. So there are now all different sizes. I've got very big jars and I've got down to the smaller ones. And then I was looking at some other things. So I could just do them as standalone pincushions as well. So I have these little tea light jars that I've made, or tea light holders that I've made out of tin cans, and I have two types here. And so what I've done, I've pulled one out of each. So the cockatoo one, there's that one, and I've also done one in the black, and that is looking like that. I've only done one of each. I've not done all the other ones as well. And then I've pulled out some of the little votive jars, the little glass ones like this, and I might put a little pincushion on the top of that. If that rehashes existing products that aren't selling into something that people will want, then that's got to be a good thing, because I need to shift the stock because I'm running out of room. So that's where I have been at the moment. And I think that's all I am thinking of for now. I've had a big flurry of making stuff, of doing these. I've been doing the reels for Instagram based on those, and you've seen a few of those already, just to see if I can draw in any interest from Instagram. And so it feels like I've been really, really busy, and I'm quite happy to take a few slower days and just tinker around with existing products and turn them like these into something that might be more sellable. If these are what sells, I'm happy to keep doing it. But as I say, I have more of these candle jars in all different sizes and colours. If you go to my website, if you're looking for one of these crafter jars with the pincushions in, if you go to my shop, go to the candle jar section, and if you see a candle jar that you would prefer to be a crafter's jar because you want to buy it, let me know, and I can put it off the site, or you can reserve it, you can pay for it, and then I can do the alterations and change it, because some of those candle jars have really fun patterns and really nice colorways, and they're good sizes, and they're not selling. But I also think that a pincushion jar, a crafter's jar, is a much more useful product than a candle jar. Whether you're putting candles in or LED lights or whatever, the crafting jars are a better idea because they have more of a use. You can store all your, even if you just do your own you know, like your own mending of clothes, like you sew on buttons and patch holes and things. If you've got a jar that's specially for that, that looks pretty and can stand in the corner, but you've got your, you know, you've got your thread in there and your pins and your needles, and you've got your little pin cushion top that you can then do the work on. That's an ideal little thing you can add, and they make even better gifts than candle jars, because if you know someone who's a bit crafty who does stuff like that, and you think that, you know, that'd be really nice if they had something like that, instead of looking through a drawer, looking for the needles, where did the thread go, that sort of thing, and have a more organised way of keeping it that's also an attractive little display. Let me know, because those candle jars that I already have that are just candle jars, most of them, particularly the jar ones with the where it's inside the lid, are easily converted. Doesn't take much time. So let me know about that, because I would be very happy to make those alterations. What else have I been doing? I wrapped my mum's birthday present the other day. I'm going to be going down south for a week because it's my mum's 80th, and I bought some. This is the wrap that I bought. This is a piece of the wrap that I bought, and I've turned them into a set of coasters. They're not finished yet, but they're going to look like that. There you go. So there's set 4 of those going to be going up at some point. And I'm making strawberry ones as well. They're going to be going out as a set 4 as well. And I've got other things that are kind of finished but not quite finished, which also need a bit of work as well. So I've got to a point now where I've made a lot of new stuff, and now I'm tinkering with things that just need finishing off. Like I'm waiting for the glue to dry on these. I'm going to get these up really soon. So by the time you see this video, these will be up. Hopefully these will be up. So go and have a look. Go and peruse the site. It's not a hard sales tactic, but you know, nearly all my shop traffic comes from YouTube now, which is fantastic.